Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick's Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 40. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it, trying to get to him. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. The option look. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure coming. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. first down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Love. Scrambling away. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Running it back, it's Banks. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's rolled most of that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Love. He's got his man. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback keeps it. Thrust that arm out. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington 14, Kent State 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Laporta. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kent State 0. Return runs out of bounds.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Shoots it to the left. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll try to do it himself. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Laporta. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Washington, 28, Kent State.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He looks that one in nicely. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Golden Flashes in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Love. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try to sneak it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Armour. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Going up top on 1st down. Caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Jackrabbit. Hornet.
Looking to throw, it's Love. They're trying to get to it. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Using his legs, it's Laporta. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's on target and complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
The give to the back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Love. Extending the play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It'll be a draw. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He wants to throw it. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. You got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 21 over Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Inside a minute to go here in the third. He'll do it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Washington 28, Kent State 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Love. Unloads it left. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Golden Flashes are on the move. Coming after it. Wiggles free. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
He's brought down at the 32-yard line.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Love. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got it past the marker. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the Golden Flashes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch.
All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
That's one of the only ways you're getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. And the ball slipped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Love. This time it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield. And now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Caught close to the marker. It's Armour. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He wants to throw. Dances away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And now on second down for this offense.
3-25.
It's a draw. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be a run on third and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Try to get it on the ground. The golden flashes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Hubs it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They go to the draw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Going for 6. And he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed